Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Today I'm here with the dream, y'all. Baby, and this dream was something else. Anywho, in this dream, I was working with a friend. So we were kind of like the person that I was working with that I considered my friend, she was doing some kind of fashion thing. Like like she had a clothing line or something like that. Like she was doing kind of like a video tease type shoot and a fashion show, and she had several models and photographers and all that kind of stuff going on. It's like she had rented out a house or like a really nice house to do this in. Anyways, while we are here doing this, okay, I am doing what I usually do, okay, being very observant, okay, and while I be very observant, I am observing this woman's husband is sleeping with most of, if not all, of the models, and I'm just like, do she know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, do she know what's going on? Anywho, I also peep, you know what I'm saying, that she was real cool with these women that he messing with, and it's like I'm just peeping it, you know what I'm saying. I also peep that these women that's messing around with her husband behind her back, they talking noise about her behind her back, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like this is something that women do. I've seen this happen before. I've seen it happen before with like a little group of friends, a little clique of friends. One of them got a man. Nobody else got a man. All the other women in the clique is sleeping with such and such man. And as soon as such and such get up to go to the restroom, or she going to do, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that she going to do, everybody is talking about her. Girl, this, that, and the third, and I heard she got this, and I heard that you know what I'm saying. They talk about the cat stick and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's what they got. That's what they had going on, and you know what I'm saying. What's interesting about that, I would say this, and I'll keep pushing, is those women are the exact reason why she got whatever infection she may have going on that's making it smell. Because if her man wasn't sticking his thing and all these other women, her pH wouldn't be off. But we're going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? It's because of them. Anyways, let me keep it pushing. Let me keep it pushing. Let me keep it pushing. So, I see all this going on, and me being the kind of person that I am, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to tell sis. I got to tell sis. I can't just let her be walking around here not knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a deer. You know what I'm saying? Deer in headlights. Let me go and tell her what's going on. So, I tell her. Yo, okay, I tell her. She gets so mad at me. She gets mad at me. The one person that's not sleeping with her husband, she gets upset with me, okay? And she tries to embarrass me. I'm in one of the dressing rooms. I'm getting changed. And not only does she come into, like, it was a room with little separate stalls. Not only does she come into the room where I am with men, but she goes to the dressing room that I'm in and tries to open the door to reveal me changing. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she starts laughing. Oh, oops, sorry. I wasn't trying to do that. Like, no, you knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Then I noticed that, after that, I can tell it was done on purpose. Like I said, I eventually, decide, you know what? I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm not dealing with her. I'm not dealing with all this nonsense and this madness that's going on. I don't have time for this. And, I remember being very confused as to why she was so mad at me. And I literally did nothing but try to help her. But she was literally kissing up to and being besties with the very same women that was sleeping with her husband behind her back, talking about her behind her back, talking down, and you know what I'm saying? Basically making a mockery out of her. That's the dream. That is the dream. The scripture comes from Ezekiel 12:1. And there is a word of Yahweh to me, saying, Son of man, you are dwelling in the midst of the house of rebellion, that have eyes to see, and they have not seen. They have ears to hear, and they have not heard, for they are a house of rebellion. And you, son of man, make your vessels of removal, and remove by day before their eyes, and you have removed from your place to another place before their eyes. It may be they consider, for they are a house of rebellion. So here's the message. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who it is that got this here going on. So, I know I like the scriptures. Keep up with the scriptures. Keep up with the scriptures. Okay. So here's the thing. For whoever this is for, if this is literally the situation that you got going on, I've been through this before. I had a friend calling me crying, talking about, Star, do you know anything? I told her what I knew, and she got mad at me. And I was like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not smashing yo dude. I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not nobody's side piece. I'm not nobody, you know what I'm saying? One night or nothing. So I just feel like for whoever this is for, I'm not the girl you finna call late at night, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that, okay? I just feel like for whoever this is for, it's a situation where, whoever this person is, they don't really have, it's like they don't have the understanding of God. And I just feel like this person wants to live in their world of make-believe. And they are basically living in sin. Like that's literally what it is. And it's to such an extent, you know, when you married to somebody, y'all two become one. Y'all are connected. So this woman is basically in a position like you telling them what's going on. You put them in a position to where either they gonna leave their husband or they just gonna deal with it. And you know what I'm saying? I'm being reminded of what is that? Braxton Family Values, when the mama was talking. I forgot who she was talking to. I think she was talking to her daughters, and she was telling them, you know what I'm saying? If you find out your husband is cheating and you don't want to leave him, let him cheat in peace. And she said that because, you know what I'm saying? You confronting a man that's cheating about what he doing is not finna make him stop. You know what I'm saying? It's not finna make him call it quits on the cheating. He may leave that woman alone, but he gonna eventually find somebody else to cheat with, and he gonna eventually, or it could be a situation where he, quiet it down. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be flowers and bags and all kind of stuff for a little short period of time, and then bam, he back to calling whoever. You know what I'm saying? Because that, like, I just feel like a man, like somebody that cheats, that's what they just gotta do. They not gonna stop. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, this person, even just like what I said, you know what I'm saying, go about to use that for the message about, you know how women will say like a woman's pH will be off. When a man, like if she in a relationship with somebody, first of all, your body got to get used to the person that you married to, first of all. Second of all, if that person is sleeping around with other people, and they, you know what I'm saying, messing around with other people, even if they don't have no kind of disease, it's still gonna be bacteria being crossed around, you know what I'm saying, and mixed around, and everything cannot be washed off. Some people don't even wash that good. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, God is saying like this is somebody that like every that like you connected to them. And if you think about it, even in the sense like this is, I'm talking about material physical things that cannot be washed off, that cannot go away. What about the spiritual element? The spiritual element cannot be washed away. Any woman that is willing to sleep with somebody else's husband is obviously demonically possessed in some shape, form, or fashion. Now, I haven't got to the book of Solomon and the demons, and I'm going to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put my finger on exactly which demon it might be. But you know what I'm saying? You can bet your bottom dollar that nobody that is completely healed, completely happy, completely content with themselves, living their life the way that God wants them to, the way that God called them to, is going to be sneaking around with somebody else's husband and playing like they friend in their face. And that's just real. And you know what I'm saying? You got to understand, once that man decides that he going to lay down with that woman, they sharing demons. And you know what I'm saying? Once you decide that you're going to ignore the fact that he's cheating on you with somebody that know that he's married. And you know what I'm saying? Now y'all all sharing demons. And I just feel like that's what the part of the dream where, you know, she went and she was being friends with all these women. That's what that symbolizes. They sharing demons. They like, this is... God says, for whoever this is for, the reason that you are looking at this and you find it weird, because it is in reality. You find it strange, you find it odd, you don't think it makes sense, because it don't, and it is odd, and it is weird. You are dwelling in the midst of the house of rebellion. They are rebelling against God. God says a man finds a wife, not wives, not women, a wife. Okay, in reality, in this situation right here, these other women had no intention of marrying this man. They had no intention of actually being serious with this man. They was just sleeping with him for the fun of it, for the just of it. Half of them was sleeping with him more so not because they really wanted him, but they wanted to tick off his wife. They wanted to get back at his wife. They wanted to hurt his wife. And I've noticed that a lot of women do that. They don't even really want the man for real, for real. But they find out that that's such and such man. So now they want to go and get with him because that's such and such man. And they think that they making such and such mad. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like for whoever this is for, this is I'm being reminded of the traditional wedding and how the bridesmaids traditionally would wear all white. And they would match what the bride had on to keep demons away, to keep curses away. Because like I said, there are some women, it's not because they're attracted to the man. It's not because they want to be married to the man. It's not because they even want to bear children for that man. They just want to make the wife mad. They want to mess with her. They want to go back and forth with her. I'm being reminded of, on that show, what was it, Love and Hip Hop, how was it Tara and Amina, whoever it was, they just going back and forth, back and forth. One have a baby, then the other one have a baby. Then one, then the other. And I knew somebody, like I legit knew somebody that had something like this going on. That had a wife with like 10 kids and a mistress with like 10 kids or 11 kids or whatever. I didn't count. But I was just like, this is ridiculous. You know, it's ridiculous. It is crazy. It's nonsense. But baby, God is saying that this right here, the reason that you are looking at it and you thinking this is crazy, it's because it is. It's nonsense. These are rebellious people. They are rebelling against God. They are rebelling against what God said. They are rebelling against the ways that God said he wants us to live. They want to do their own thing. Okay? I'm being reminded of, you know, a lot of people, they like to argue the fact that, you know, Solomon, I just talked about him, and David, his father, they had many wives. And this may be true, but God was not happy with them about that. But he made a promise to David, which is why he allowed, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, he wasn't happy about that. And even going down, you know what I'm saying, David's lineage, okay, when we go down to Ruth, when it was time for Ruth to get married, Boaz had to go to a different relative because technically it was for him to marry Ruth. But what did he say? He said he already married. He said he is already married. He said he got a wife already. He don't need no new wife. Why? Because it's confusion. It's chaos. It's nonsense. It's a headache. Who want to deal with that? arrogant, narcissistic men, and that's it. Because it's confusion, it's a headache, it's chaos. Who want to deal with, you know what I'm saying, having like, you know, the fights and the arguments and all the stress and all the drama, and everybody want to be queen bee, and everybody want to be in charge, and everybody want to do this, and everybody, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And fighting over attention and fighting over affection and fighting over this and fighting over that, baby. I already talked about me. You know what I'm saying? If that's my man, you might as well count your losses, sis, because he ain't got time. We got all kind of stuff planned, and that's it. And that's the end of it. 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 And you better not question me as to why I'm pulling up. And you better not question me as to why he with me, as to where we going and all this. Like, that ain't none of your business. And I'm just being real. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, God said, don't, like, leave these people. Leave them. Leave them. And you, son of man, make your vessels of removal, and remove by day before their eyes. So you have removed from your place to another place before their eyes. God said, leave that place of rebellion. Leave those rebellious people alone. If that's what they just got to have going on, leave them there. And in reality, you know what I'm saying, the only way you're going to get some kind of respect or some kind of any empathy, love, or whatever from these people is if you was to go ahead and join the caravan or the harem. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, all of them, they sitting around talking about how she smell. They probably all smell the same way. And why? Because they all sleeping with the same person. They swapping spit. And they, you know what I'm saying? They swapping bacteria. And everybody got whatever. You know what I'm saying? They all sharing it. Like, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Even if it is a situation with somebody, you know what I'm saying, some kind of, you know what I'm saying, and one person don't know. All it takes is for one person to not know, for it to just keep going around in a big old circle. I ain't got time for that. I do not have time for that. And I know y'all gonna be like, Star, this is a bit much. I'm just being real. This is absolutely disgusting. Okay? It is disgusting. And because, you know, your girl is a little bit on the nerdy side. This is why, you know, some people think that I don't deal with cheating, and I don't deal with is it polygamy? I don't deal with that kind of stuff, the poly relation, all that stuff, because you want control and you want your person to yourself and you want this, you want, it is disgusting. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. And I don't trust nobody else. I want to, the only person I feel like I should have to trust is my partner and my heavenly Father. I don't feel like I should have to maintain relationships with people that I didn't want to have a relationship with in the first place. Because, like, nah, I don't trust them. If she choose to sleep with my man, then she 9 out of 10 gonna choose to sleep with somebody else, man. What is she doing all the time that he's with me? No, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time for it. If she's so sleazy that she want to sneak behind my back, who else back she want to sneak behind? I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. No. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I just feel like God said, you're like, you know, turn your back to this mess and go on about your business. And man, they let them watch you too. God said, let them watch you do it. I just feel like this is kind of like the vibe at the end of The Devil Wears Prada, where, you know, Meryl was like, everybody wants to be us, and she, you know what I'm saying, put on her fake face and got out the limo, and Anna Hathaway was like, girl, and she got out the other side and threw her phone in the little pond. Baby, that kind of vibe. And you know, Meryl was looking for her, and she done took off, gone. God said, leave this nonsense and let them watch you leave. Because, like, this is a situation where they think that everybody want to be like that. Everybody want to got to sleep with the same man. Everybody got to share a man. Everybody don't nobody got time for that. I'd rather be by myself with a cat or a dog. I swear. I don't got time. I don't have 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 time. Baby. Be sitting around jamming to Pink. What's that song? So what? Yeah. So what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock moves, and I don't need you. And guess what? I'm having more fun. And now the winds are, baby, I'm serious. I don't have time for nothing like this. Is disgusting. But anyways, that's the message. God said the reason these people, they don't want to listen to you, they don't want to hear you, they are being rebellious, okay? And in reality, the reason that this friend is upset about you trying to bring this, you trying to let them know the truth, like you trying to tell them what's really going on, and they don't like it because you basically are going to put them in a position where you are invoking change. They don't want that. They want to live in a fantasy world where they a make believe, where they believe that the man, he not doing nothing and he is wonderful and he's this, that, and the third. Baby, like in reality, if you think about it, like in this woman's mind, she is seeing herself as, the queen bee, because that's her husband. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to it, he coming home with her that night. You know what I'm saying? He may, have a quickie here, there, and everywhere. But in reality, when it's time to go home, he coming home with her. And those women that's messing around with her husband, when they go home, they going home to an empty bed, or they going home to sleep with somebody else. But this is somebody, in her mind, she won. But in reality, that ain't winning. I know me personally, I don't feel like that's winning. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that. I don't feel like, what I'm saying? I'm not playing that game. The game is over. Once, you know what I'm saying? Once we at the altar, the game is over. The competition has ended. There are no more games. I have won. It's over. It's finished. It's done. I'm not playing no more. Period. Period. I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing no more. And as I get older, I don't feel like fighting no more. I already fought. I have already fought. I know I can fight. I know if I wanted to, I could drag somebody. But do I really want to? I feel like I shouldn't have to. And if the man don't love me enough to ensure that I'm not put in a position to where I gotta snatch somebody up for disrespecting me, then we got a problem. Period. We got a problem. If that man don't love me enough to say, hey, I'm married, you tripping, then we got a problem. Period. 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 If that man, like, you know what I'm saying, is allowing somebody to even think that it's okay for them to do this type of stuff right here, it's a problem. And the problem is, you know what I'm saying, while the other women, they have problems too, but the man is the problem. He is the source. He is the, you know what I'm saying, he's the foundation. He is the cause. He is the roots of the problems. And you got to cut a bad root off. Let me tell you, when you have a plant and the plant is sick and the sickness is in the root, I forgot exactly, what is it called? Root rot. Root rot. When a plant has root rot, you got to pull the plant out. You got to rinse it off, and you got to cut off the bad roots. You can't keep the bad roots on there. Now, there's possibility to keep the plant. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get rid of them bad roots. And I ain't got time for no bad roots. Now, this man right here, he is the problem. He's the problem. Now, it's a given. The friend's a problem, too. You know what I'm saying? Typically, it's not just one root. You cut off a few. You know what I'm saying? They got to go, too. And I'm just being real. All of them got to go. But in reality, I'm going to be real. Sometimes it's not, somebody that will be so easy to cut out your life. And as far as that goes, if you're like, you know what I'm saying, when you're looking for somebody, when you're looking to be in a relationship with somebody, you need to be in a relationship with somebody that is not so weak in the knees that they just go, you know what I'm saying, like accepts sleeping around with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stunt. Is find somebody that has some strong will. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that there are men that are now coming up with a new movement where they going to be celibate. Just like the women going to be celibate, now they going to be celibate. That is good. They need to learn some restraint. I support they need restraint. And they need to, you know what I'm saying, learn some self-control. Yeah. I'm validating this idea. I support it. They need to learn restraint. They need to learn self-control. And they need to keep it in their pants until they're ready to marry somebody. And then guess what? A lot of the problems that's going on today will cease to exist. For real. For real, for real. And anyways, you know what I'm saying? And then it weeds out the ones that's not really about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know sometimes these men that be, you know, with these movements talking about retaining seed and being celibate and this, that, and the third, sometimes they be BS and they really want to come out the closet. And they can go ahead and do that. Guess what? It gets them out the way. It gets them out the way. No, you don't have to worry about nobody smiling in your face, acting like they really like women, and they don't. And that's the message. Anyways, that's the message. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.